Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are enjoying this nice run up that we got um, towards the tail end of this week. Um, let's see, what's today? Friday? Yeah, so since Wednesday, we've been seeing this run up on Bitcoin about 10%. We've been seeing some alts exploding through the roof. We got AXS, Axie, Infinity. Everybody's been watching that 2x since the bottom, since Wednesday. Um, let's see what else we got. We got, for me personally, I've been in Axie. I've been trading on Axie. I've been trading on Sand. Um, I've been enjoying this nice run up of about 70%. Um, as you can see here, we're gonna be testing this resistance right here, about 65, 65, 66, 67 cents, and we'll see how it plays out from here. But this is a nice little, short-term play. These NFTs heating up through the summer, and I think everybody's been enjoying that. Um, but like I said, just be careful with what you're doing, and just continue to do your research, be diligent, um, because we're starting to see these things start to top off here. um, at these levels. We can see in the RSI, it's shooting past this overbought section right here, and so we might start to see things start to teeter off. Um, it's okay, you know, but set your stop losses, and just be comfortable with accepting if some of these alts continue to rise up, continue to shoot up. We might see a breakthrough, over this. Let me draw a better arrow over this. That still wasn't that good. 65, 67 level. And I'm hoping that we do. I can't predict the future, and like I said, I'm not here to give you guys financial advice as to you know what you guys should be doing next. Um, but let's jump into Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin's doing. So like I said, in the short term, we're gonna be seeing these run ups. We're gonna see these run ups, right? We're gonna see these run ups from these bottoms, these local bottoms, um, and we're gonna see these dumps. This is the time period that we're in, that we're gonna be really seeing, a lot of pump and dumps going through the market. Um, as people start to, all these institutions and um, new retail traders and everyone starting to, get into the market, because things are, we're just hot, just a couple of months ago, and so everyone is looking for a repositioning. And so, in theory, in the next few months or so, hopefully, everyone will establish a position that they need to be in, and we start to see things start to shoot through the upside. But for a while, we're still probably going to be seeing this before we see, something start to skyrocket, and go to the moon, right? Um, but just be careful, and don't get caught in this crossfire of, you know, understanding that we're gonna continue to see these up and down, these pump and dump momentums, until we can start to see more buy volume coming in, and little to no sell volume coming in. But like I said, people are trying to reposition, trying to get into a position where they feel comfortable, and to let that money really just start to, cash in, cash in, cash in, and just continue to rise up. That's why we see so much action here, in this RSI indicator, and all of this cash out that we're seeing now through, this past, what is this? We're looking at six, about a week, before this last run up. And this is what's going to happen, guys. This is what's called chops. This is somewhat bear market, right? Because we're seeing this sideways action. And it's continuing in downtrend. And we want to be seeing these things start to come up. But like I said, until we can start to break these resistance levels, right, and start creating some more higher highs and higher lows, we're gonna just continue to break off of these resistances and these EMAs. Look at these are, Bitcoin is trying to push past this 100-day EMA right here. This green EMA is the 100-day EMA. We've been sitting across this on the 4-hour, and we haven't been able to cross over. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit, go into the 1 day. The daily is looking, a little bit more bullish. I have to admit, it's getting a little bit better. Things are starting to clean up, but look at, we retest off of these EMAs, and we fail, and we continue to shoot down. From these EMA levels, right? We test off of these EMAs, and then we continue to shoot down. And what we need to see is we need to start seeing these breakthroughs. We haven't seen any since, back in May. We retested off of these, and then we shot over. We continue to shoot over, and then right before this big breakdown, we continue to stay over. And then once we got through this 20-day is when things really started to, go downhill. We tried to do a retest early in May, and then we continue to fail off of this 20-day and this 50-day, and then boom, things started just crashing down. It's all just, it's pretty simple, when you really break it down. Just do your research and find the coins, find the alts. If you aren't comfortable with getting into Bitcoin, right, getting into Ethereum, like, these are expensive, you can still DCA your way in and continue to accumulate. There's just going to be, I think what I'm trying to get at is that there's going to be better time frames for you to get in at. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm just trying to educate you guys on my strategy, my take on it, my personal opinion, that there's going to be better entry points. I'm thinking that, like I said, it's going to be getting down to about, maybe 1300, 1400, for this Ethereum, before we start, hopefully we can bounce off of that and create this, higher low. If we can reach this 2100 and bounce off of this in our daily, that's going to create a higher low. The higher low that we saw before we saw this last run up was 2100. And we've been retesting off of this 200 day, this 1700. We bounced off. We're doing pretty good. Things are starting to look a little bit more stable. But if we can't break through this 2100 and we continue to shoot down back to retesting this 1800, 1700, it's going to form a strong resistance for us to break through. And so we gotta try and shoot up from this this 2000 level, hopefully past this 2100, and continue to sit above, which we'll be able to see in the next few days. But let's zoom out to the weekly. So let's go to the 1 week. Things are looking a little bit better. We are printing our first bullish candle last week, since 1 month ago. And so things are starting to look a little bit more healthy here. But like I said, if we can't clear this 2100 level and continue to shoot above this, right, and start getting above this 20-day right here on the weekly, this 20 EMA on the weekly, then we're gonna have a lot of trouble to present some more bullish action, right? Because that's gonna call for everybody to say, hey, we can reposition. There's gonna be better price opportunities at these lower levels, because we continue to fail. We continue to retest and fail at these high levels. Let me buy back at lower levels, right? Same thing in Bitcoin. See, in Bitcoin, you know, this is actually looking pretty good because we're getting down to the bottom of the RSI on the weekly. So it's looking like it's oversold. We're retesting off of this 20 or this 50 EMA, and hopefully we can, bounce up. So this is actually looking pretty good for Bitcoin. If we can, shoot up from this point and, hopefully we can clear this, 38K. If we can get up to this 38K, almost 40K Bitcoin, is when we're going to really start to see things start to explode, because people will find a better position and then just continue to pump, because there's no reason to be pulling out of the market, because there's no reason to reposition, right? So, for this weekend, just be careful. Always be careful. Manage your risk. Continue to manage your risk. If you haven't established your risk management or your strategy in doing this, guys, you have to take some time and understand that there is low risk, high reward possibilities out there, and you can do this. Just make sure that you understand exactly how this investing stuff works. Like, there's always going to be in the short term opportunities, even since this drop, there's always going to be these opportunities where we see these run-ups, guys. Don't be foolish and just buy these short-term dips. Short-term dips. Yes, it'll recover, right? It'll recover, right? But if you buy from the bottom, if you enter in from the bottom, you're going to make a more optimal gain, right? Whereas right here, you're still in the loss if you bought this dip. Okay. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. Can't tell you guys what to do. Just trying to give my personal opinion as to how I look at this market. The reason why I've gone like pretty much full time into crypto is because as a trader, you want volatility, right? Because then I can be making these short term, 10% gains, in 3 days. It takes me 3 days to do that. It's difficult to do, in other markets, but in crypto, it's damn near pretty easy. Like, I've been trading on SAN since this last run up, actually since this run up over here. And let's see. So I entered in SAN actually before this, even, since down here, since this June level, sold that, and got out of there. I bought back in right here, and then I waited, patience, boom, and like, you just have to, like, it's all about patience. Look at all that gains that I've made over just like this last month by just being patient and not buying these dips, understanding that like you can sell here after reaching confirmation that, we're back in a downtrend in the short term, and we can wait it out and just, DC your way out, 20%, 10%, 20%, blah, 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 blah. And then at this spot, after we reach confirmation here that, we've cleared the bottom, this is another local bottom. We've cleared that. We're looking bullish again. And then we can re-enter, ride it out, and ride this wave out. all the way to the top. Excuse me. Ride this wave all the way to the top, because what I'm looking for also is I have all of this buy volume, in here, and then I have all this cash in just coming in, right? So let's look at AXS. Like, AXS has been clearing these EMAs, and that's what you want to look for. You know, what is going to be clearing these EMAs, right? You can still do this in a bear market. And just continue to, trade on these crazy, like, AXS is literally just killing the game by themselves. You could have made 165% of the money that you put in if you were patient here just 3 days ago. Crazy. But as far as this weekend goes, is now that we see these, like, everything is kind of clearing this overbought area, and everyone's just gonna be getting ready. The weekend is about to be happening. What I'm assuming is gonna happen is that they're gonna just take these profits, and then boom, we're gonna start retesting back down here, and this is gonna form as a resistance right here, because this is now the new support line right here at this 27 level, now that we've been able to clear it. So after we clear this 27 level, if we can bounce off of that, starting next week, things will be looking a lot better again. But yeah, man, it's really that easy. Just do your research, find some alts that are just, skyrocketing. This is my list right here. You guys can look back at this video and look at what I'm looking at. But yeah, through this weekend, just be mindful that things, once Bitcoin and once Ethereum start to slip down, typically what happens is that the other things start to slip down as well. AXS is just pumping out of its mind. Sand pumping out of its mind, and I'm enjoying it. And I hope you guys can too. But we're starting to reach these new resistance levels, and once we start to reach these new resistance levels, is a good time. Smart money is to start looking to DCA, small percentages until you reach confirmation that we're going to continue to rise up further, and then just continue to repeat the process. All right. So I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I hope everything is going well for you guys. Everything's going well for me. I'm loving all of these trade actions that I'm getting into right now, and continue to do your research. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not to be taken as any form of advice. It's just, me giving out my personal opinion, and I hope that, this is able to help you guys grow your own money. And if you need any help, comment below, and yeah, we can talk more. I hope you guys continue to keep growing, keep learning. All right, peace.